You're watching a special presentation of ESPN 8, The Ocho, on ESPNU.
Back to the Tecmo Arena, sports fans. Wow, what a great slate of games we've had so far here for Week 11. Stanley's Houston Texans really coming on strong lately. I think they're in second place with that was roughly a 30-point addition to their point differential. We'll see where that sets them at the end of today's action. As it is now, we go to Arizona, where the Cardinals will be hosting the San Francisco 49ers. So a tight divisional matchup here. Chris Felice looking to start to make a run here in the second half of the season. His 49ers are sitting in 5-5. Really just 2 games back from what would be an enticing playoff spot. So here we go into the desert. but they haven't really delivered on those. The defense has played solid. Brock Purdy and Jake Moody have both been, well, inconsistent, I guess would be the right word to use here. We'll see if they can shape up and Dallas on the return. He gets past the 25-yard line. So, number one pick a few seasons ago. Finds his safety valve, James Conner. Perfect time pickup. Up the middle. And he's taken down after a gain of 6. Bosa comes through with a sack. Kyler Murray tried to pull him down. And that plays tipped at the line of scrimmage. Small frame size does make it challenging. It's hard to see. Now, Brock Purdy, usually pretty crisp with his mental processing, throws They try McCaffrey, last year's Offensive Player of the Year, en route to Super Bowl. McCaffrey weaves his way up for a 4-yard gain. McCaffrey has hold of the right, and he's taken down just short of the first down marker. McCaffrey, 5 straight running plays for Christian McCaffrey. And McCaffrey hits for the first down. Sustained a drive. Brock Purdy with the beautiful next plays intercepted in the end zone, and that's a play that cannot happen. Kyle Shanahan is the 49ers defense picking up the offense here. His running back to the point where they really can't play Juwan Jennings. This one just out of the reach of Brandon Naive. attempts a dangerous pass in the middle of the field. And now Murray back to pass, and he's offline. Looking for his tackle, and he's got first down yardage. So just under 2 minutes here, low scoring game. Connor down to the right, and he's taken down for after a gain of 6. Cardinals using their timeouts. Too much time on the clock, and there's a big first down pitch and catch from Kyler Murray. Wow, Murray. And clock ticking under 40 seconds. Greg Dortch, the Torch, the third receiving option here. And upright. Scored the touchdown of the game, leading the Cardinals. And there's McCaffrey, tries the left, tries the right, back to the left. He's looking deep. Oh, and that falls incomplete. He was looking for Jawan Jennings again. He's got Ayuk. Oh, it's Purdy. Way offline. I don't know if the ball slipped. Really should have been a long reception, and instead it flies out of bounds. Basically called fair catch. 4-point lead, but they give the Cardinals life here in the second half. And I'm not sure what really poor tackling. Oh, an ill-advised attempt from Murray, but it falls Trey McBride, who probably go off first down. So Kyler Murray. This time, they're really making it happen and showcasing that part of Kyler Murray's game. And he throws that one away. McCaffrey on the return pass. Pretty sacked. Zaven Collins bringing the zero blitz, and Purdy has no. First down yardage. So we start the fourth quarter. And there's Williams with the sack. Williams. In the previous play, there was just nowhere to go. Suffocating. Looks for Kittle, finds Kittle, and he's inside the red zone. So, first down. Purdy, pass is knocked down, incomplete. McCaffrey met outside the tackle, and he's taken down for no gain. Oh, and the ball's incomplete in the end zone. Curious if they're going for in the end zone, and Brock Purdy as Diego Lenoir blitzes from the corner position, is able to come. They didn't kick the field goal there to try to tie the game. Kyle Shanahan must have had enough with Jake Moody and said, we're not even trying. Hit Ayuk. I don't see how he misses front of the field. 49ers in business here at the 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, Offensive Player of the Year. Mr. 1000. Takes the Niners inside the 10-yard line. Oh, he stopped for a short loss. Under 30 seconds remaining in the game, and 95 yards or so for the Cardinals have to go. And there's 2 seconds left. This will be the last play of the game. Let's see if Murray can uncork one. Oh, he's taking up the field. This is Fred Warner. So instead of playing a prevent defense, Nick Sorensen calls for the all-out blitz, and Fred Warner from his middle linebacker position is able to weave around through the B gap and get to Kyler Murray to end this game. It was an ugly one, folks. Christian McCaffrey providing a little bit of a bright spot for the 49ers. Juwan Jennings had 3 stellar receptions, including the touchdown, the first touchdown of the game. Brock Purdy, not his usual solid self. He was only sporting a 42% completion percentage with the interception, but he comes away victorious against Kyler Murray and the Cardinals here in Glendale. Yeah, they look like shit last couple of weeks. Oh, sorry. Like Bob Uecker. Nobody listening anyways. You can't say goddamn on the air. They're still shitty. Do you hear my clicking? Do you hear my clicking? So I used to get in trouble when I was working with Gav because and ladies and gentlemen, we're back live here, week 11, which just saw the San Francisco 49ers, led by Chris Felice, take down the Arizona Cardinals in the desert. That moves them to 6-5 on the season and within striking distance of one of those coveted top 6 spots going into the playoffs. But here we are going to beautiful upstate New York, where Troy's Buffalo Bills will be hosting Big Chops' Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Troy, of course, sporting the 8-1 record in first place in the league so far. Chops mired in, well, what some might call a slump. Some might call Baker Mayfield. But this has big implications. Of course, any given Sunday, anybody can win anytime these teams go out. It's Tecmo. You never know what's going to happen. But the Buffalo Bills, led by Josh Allen, and he has been distributing the rock, whether it's James Cook out of the backfield, Dalton Kincaid, one of his big tight ends, Khalil Shakir, Keon Coleman, who had the touchdown last game. We expected big things from the rookie. And Amari Cooper, of course, the Browns cast-off, who has been excelling with a real NFL caliber quarterback. So their potent offense, well-run defense. Sean McDermott sees to that. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, of course, led by Heisman Trophy winner Baker Mayfield, who's on his fourth team in 5 years. And he also Browns cast off, it turns out. But Baker Mayfield has weapons of his own. Bucky Irving, who's been a revelation out of the backfield as a rookie. He's got Mr. 1000, Mike Evans, who's at 1,000 yards every year. He's set foot on NFL football field. Chris Godwin, who is a slot maniac. These teams are both loaded on offense, and we'll see if they're able to match each other on defense, as the Buccaneers, who are led by Larry Foote as their defensive coordinator. Larry Foote, of course, used to be a Pittsburgh Steeler linebacker for ever and ever and ever. But of course, Todd Bowles really calling the shots over there. And Sean McDermott, of course, the face of the Bills coaching staff. But Joe Brady, who has brought some balance to the offensive coordinator there. So there's a lot of great things to be excited about. I'm looking forward to this game. I'm expecting a lot of fireworks, and it is our game of the week. Tampa Bay visiting the Bills. Landmark Stadium in Buffalo, New York. Bills get the ball first. And we'll see what presumed MVP candidate Josh Allen is able to do. And he fires incomplete on first down. So 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And that one falls incomplete as well. Good coverage there on the outside. Now bring 3rd down and 10 for the Bills. Now they run with Cook. Cook, ooh, short of first down yardage, a 7-yard pickup on 3rd. So that'll bring up the Bills punting unit. So Baker Mayfield back to back, and he's blitzed, and he's taken down in the backfield. Terrell Bernard for a loss of 9 on a 5-step drop from Mayfield. Mayfield back to pass again. He's got all day. He looks downfield, and he overthrows his target. That was Chris Godwin at the bottom of your screen, the left sideline there, and he was wide open. Baker Mayfield just overthrew him. And then Baker Mayfield firing into decent coverage. That would seem ridiculous. That would force a 3-and-out for Tampa Bay. Josh Allen hands off to James Cook. James Cook, good blocking up front, and that'll be a gain of 8. So 2nd down, and they go to Cook on the other side, and he gets the 1st down. So the Bills again showing off that balanced attack under Joe Brady. Oh, this time, Josh Allen had nowhere to go. There were 2 Buccaneers players bearing down on him. Cansey is credited for the half sack. Now they play Cook to the right. He gets back the sack yardage at least, so 3rd down and 8. They go to Cook again. Cook, he's shifting to the outside, and he's got 1st down yardage. So James Cook, who looked like he might have gotten short of the 1st down, twists the hit stick, makes that spin move, and he fights his way forward. And after the Josh Allen incompletion, will be 2nd and 10. Cook finds a sideline, and he's got 9 yards on 2nd down. So the Bills, well within field goal range. We'll see what they try and do. Josh Allen all day. He finds Khalil Shakir, and Shakir's in for the touchdown. Bills Mafia go crazy. Josh Allen, and he had, first of all day to throw in the pocket, but also Khalil Shakir, who ran that 12-yard curl route, was wide open and able to strut into the end zone. Travis, you might say he's a strutter. Probably one of the best Kiss songs. Of course, there aren't many. And
yeah, I love Guns better.
We'll bring up. We'll see what the Buccaneers can do here. Now down 7-0. Mayfield back to pass. Pressure bearing down on him. He looks for Evans, and he overthrows Mike Evans. With Mike Evans' wingspan, you really just got to get in the vicinity, and Mayfield not able to do that, as he also makes a terrible decision, throws in triple coverage. Baker Mayfield, now he gets sacked. Matt Milano, who totally wasn't lost for the season with a broken leg, comes up huge with the sack there. Jeez. What are you doing, Baker Mayfield, in this game? I guess that's really the question you have to ask. Buccaneers punt, and Josh Allen, decent field position, drops back to pass. Fires, and he's got Amari. Nobody in front of him. He's inside the 15-yard line. Amari Cooper. There's tremendous back in Alabama. And now they go to Cook on the outside. Cook, first down yardage. So the first goal from the 3. Of course, as they do often, they give the ball to Josh Allen. More run calls than a lot of in the last 3 seasons. Josh Allen. So they go up 14-0 against Tampa Bay. 2:29 here in the half. And Baker, Mr. Interception Mayfield. That was pretty bad. That's a quick trigger. And Josh Allen. 35-yard down. Weaving his way in. Like we mentioned earlier, he's a bruising. But he just had to keep going. He has incredible athleticism for his size. Really, just that. Buccaneers. Mayfield interception, and then the Josh Allen touchdown run. It goes from 7. Evans for the first down. They're about to midfield. If the Buccaneers can get a touchdown on the board here, Mayfield will feel about themselves going into that. Instead, Taylor Bernard for his second sack of the game as Mayfield goes down behind the line of scrimmage. Irving to the right side. Irving gets back the sack yardage and a little bit more. It'll be 3rd down and 5 as the Buccaneers call their final timeout. Baker Mayfield, he's known for his toughness. Back into this game. That's a lot of lights. We'll see what Mayfield does. So Baker, who had to hold on to it a little longer than he wanted to because of the great defensive coverage. Now Mayfield goes back down in the backfield. Espinoza brings up he turns the most Baker Mayfield ball of all time and throws an interception. So Bill wildly erratic Baker Mayfield as they possess the ball again, already in field goal range. Of course, Josh Allen scored here this last game now. Coleman faces a 0 blitz, and Keon Coleman gets a first down. No, there's the rookie. Runs, no passes, and hits a touchdown. he would still be running if he had that on the same day. Instead, Gregory Rousseau with the sack, and now Baker Mayfield and Chris Godwin. This is what we expected last time. They could have done that and saved about 30 seconds of clock. But on this Buccaneers team, he has Josh Allen from the gun. He's firing. Got the first down yardage. That's a 30-yard gain. And they're nearing the red zone with that first down, 6-yard run to James Cook. Snap suplex. Down and he fumbles out of bounds. Bucky now they try Bucky to the left. And he stopped after a gain of 6. He's tackled just short of the 50-yard line. A little more than 2 minutes remaining. The Buccaneers intercepted again. Who saw that coming? Besides literally everybody else in the stadium. All they have to do is play out the string. Instead of the James Cook run by their entire defense. Who uses outside there. We had a combo block for Tampa Bay taking lazy routes to the ball. All they were doing was that was bad. There's going to be a lot of this late in the game. So Buffalo up 42-14. Points in the point differential remarkable. And when you see his team playing the way they are, you can see why. And here we go, sports fans, to the next matchup this evening, where Chris Horner is against the Seattle Seahawks. Of course, the Seahawks with Geno Smith, and first-year head coach. They're trying to stake out an identity. They've left their run the ball and Jackson Smith-Njigba, DK Metcalf, in addition to other great offensive weapons. So we all know about the Rams and their Super Bowl MVP, triple crown receiving winner from a couple years ago. Stafford finding some speculate that doesn't matter if they play the same position. Oh, and that's incomplete. Geno Smith. This time he pitches to Charbonnet, and Charbonnet's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Geno looks for Njigba. Jackson Smith-Njigba. He's got plenty room in front of him, and he's dragged down inside the 40-yard line. Seattle Seahawks team wants to run the ball. They want Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker to wear you down. And then they're going to get Charbonnet in for the score. Drive that Seattle put together, methodical. They did what they wanted to do. Their young receiver. And Stafford the blitz again, and Stafford under duress. He fires a little low for his receiver. Kyron Williams is athletic profile, but Sean McVay is unlocked here in Los Angeles. That ends the first quarter. 7-7. While the Rams were right there on the doorstep, the uncharacteristic fumble from Kyron Williams. He's been pretty steady. Walker, so hitting his receiving backs out of the backfield. Loose, and it's batted down, incomplete pass. He overthrows Jackson Smith Najigba, and that one wasn't even close. Well overthrew him. Aaron Williams to the left, and he picks up 8 on that carry-off tackle. By Ernest Jones. Ernest Jones, the linebacker. Pitch to Williams. Williams, positive yardage. Good yardage. And the Jigba, and it's incomplete. Geno Smith and Jackson Smith and Jigba have and Charbonnet's just outside the red zone. Zach Charbonnet, former first-round pick out of and they pitch to Walker to the right. Ooh, taken down for a loss of 3. It's incomplete. Looking for the end zone. Receiver. And on 3rd down, the run gets back to the original line of scrimmage, so the Seahawks will bring out their kicking unit. Myers up. So the Seahawks, after a promising drive, Seahawks. Reception. Seahawks Walker past 25 towards 20, and he's taken down. Charbonnet and his team. He's taken down inside the 5. So Zach Charbonnet, Gino's pass, and he gets towards the goal line before that play is snuffed out. Field goal and his mini possession makes it 37. Robinson. Oh, and he misses him. Robinson looks like he mistimed his jump. He didn't. And Stafford this time ill-advised throw over the middle of the field. He tried to lead his receiver, but he ran into the second safety. And the draw play is sniffed out from Seattle. Geno Smith and the Seattle Seahawks. Incomplete. Second. Pass, quick pass, and that falls incomplete. It looked like his receiver didn't quite get his head right. Geno. Again, Geno Smith goes down. Seahawks giving the Rams every opportunity here in the second half. They're only up by a touchdown. We have the whole fourth quarter to play. Derek Hall able to come in and finish off. Stafford hit as he throws, and that falls incomplete. And Stafford looks for Cup. Oh, just out past the outstretched reach. And that was Kobe Parkinson. That's the first down marker. Kobe Parkinson, 23-yard pick up on 4th and 17. 33 here in the fourth quarter. Stafford back to pass. He looks. Jermaine keeps Kobe Parkinson. Corner coming from behind and hitting this extra point is good. Comes down with the sack. And there, another miscommunication. Najigma Smith was going for the curl route, half the stick. His first reception of the game, and it's game of 27. 15-yard line. Zach Charbonnet taking Gino Smith, back pass. He's got a touchdown. Dialed 10-yard throw route. Jacob Smith and Seattle takes a big 45-second run. And two great receiving weapons, but they do need a touchdown. Williams is tackled inbounds, so the Rams have to take one of their timeouts. He finds Puka Nacua. Nacua has got to make a move here. Oh no, he's taken down at the 12-yard line. Puka Nacua even towards a win for the Rams, and instead he is taken down from behind by the safety from the Seahawks. 14-20, Seahawks win, and that was despite the low score, a really competitive game. It was a lot of fun to watch. Jackson Smith, the Jigba, who came up huge despite Geno Smith being off target on numerous throws. Matt Stafford unable to overcome the numerous sacks that he took, and the Rams just a possession short in this game, 20-14, and that drops Chris to 4-6 on the season. Chops, we got 5. Chops. 8-5. All right.
All right, folks, we're gonna take 5 for a quick commercial break.
And welcome back to week 11 of this Tecmo Super Bowl simulation season. And this evening we have the pleasure of matching up Kevin's Baltimore Ravens visiting the Cleveland Browns. So Cleveland, who is helmed by Deshaun Watson, against the force that is Kevin's Ravens. The Ravens, of course, with a 7-2 record, they're sitting in third place coming into this week. Stanley and Troy have both already won. And we'll see if Kevin can keep pace. Justice Hill finds some room to the right side. He's down across the 40. So great opening field position here for Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. Jackson, back to pass. He's got all day. He finds Flowers. Zay Flowers runs right by his defender, and he's inside the 25-yard line. So just like that, after a great return and one play to Zay Flowers, Ravens are in business. Oh, and it's Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett with the sack. Garrett, one of the best defensive linemen in the league. And Jackson looks downfield, and that pass falls incomplete. Looking for Rashad Bateman, but they couldn't connect. Now we see Derrick Henry, the big dog. Interesting that they go pass, run when you have something like Derrick Henry in your midst. Justin Tucker, one of the most accurate kickers of all time, and he's through with the 3 points. It's a fumble, recovered by the Ravens, and it's a touchdown! The Baltimore Ravens, Nnamdi Madubuike, after they kick the field goal, on the ensuing kickoff return, there's a fumble from the Browns, and it's a scoop and score for the Ravens. The Browns offense hasn't even touched the ball yet, and it's a 10-0 hole. Strong fields it again, and he's taken down without fumbling. Well, we'll see a heavy dosage of Jerome Ford, one would think, but here's Deshaun Watson. He finds Ford to the left side, and Ford cuts back to the middle of the field, and he's taken down for a gain. Game 7 on the play. Now Ford tries the left side. Ooh, stopped for no gain on the play. Watson to Ford. Ford with the lane. Ford makes the man miss. He's got the first down. The Browns, who are already down 10-0 deficit because of the fumble on the kickoff return, and David Njoku fumbles as well. The second Browns fumble in this quarter, and that leads to a Ravens recovery. So the Ravens in business here on the plus side of the field. Oh, and Jackson's taken down by Hicks. Lamar Jackson tried to pull it down, but he's taken down to the backfield for a sack. Now he finds Mark Andrews, his tight end, and he gets back all of the sack yardage. Play action, Derrick Henry. Zay Flowers down the field. Oh, and it falls incomplete. Lamar Jackson kind of hurried the throw a little bit, sort of short-armed it as he was rolling out to the left, and Zay Flowers unable to come up the reception. So that'll bring up Tucker again, and he's good for the field goal. So the Browns have had some poor luck so far to start this game, and they're down 13-0. Two fumbles so far here in the first half. And Deshaun Watson finds Jerry Jeudy Judy. And Judy for the first down. There's Ford. And Ford to the left side. Jerome Ford for the first down. And there's Ford again. Jerome Ford taking over for the injured Nick Chubb this season. And Deshaun Watson, he's got a man open. It's Jerry Jeudy. And Jerry Judy's down inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 15 for the Browns. Deshaun Watson hands off to Ford. And Ford stumbles ahead for a 2-yard gain. Watson back to pass. He's got a man open, and it's a touchdown for the Browns. Deshaun Watson delivering the first Browns touchdown today. Kick is up and good. It's 13-7. Ravens with the lead. Justice Hill on the return, and he's taken down just past the 20-yard line. Lamar Jackson looks down the field. Oh, and he leads Zay Flowers just a little bit too much. I will see what they do here with 3rd down, under 2 minutes left. And Derrick Henry, he sheds a couple tacklers, and he's got the first down. Derrick Henry, a man amongst boys out there, with whether it's the stiff arm or high knees, he is doing damage to anybody coming to tackle him. And that play is sniffed out by the Browns defense. Now Jackson off target, and that'll bring up 4th and 18. So the Ravens, who have a 6-point lead, have to kick it back to the Browns. Under a minute remaining here in the half. Jerome Ford, and he's taken down just before the 40-yard line. The Browns would love to get into field goal range here. Oh, and it's a great defensive effort there from the Ravens as they're able to take Jerome Ford down for a loss of 1. 2nd and 11. Now Ford to the right side. Ford doesn't look like he quite has that boost that he had earlier in this quarter, even this half. I think he's limping a little bit down there. Deshaun Watson back to pass. He finds Ford. Ford, as time expires, able to cross the 40, but no more. Deshaun Watson held onto that pass for a long time. If he had delivered it to Ford or just thrown out of bounds, they might have been able to get another playoff or even get in field goal range. As it stands, the Ravens lead the Browns by a score of 13-7 in this AFC North divisional matchup. The Browns, of course, they're headed by Deshaun Watson, who has looked good today, both through the ground and in the air, and his Browns have achieved 1 touchdown so far. So we'll see if they can come back here in the second half against this vaunted Kevin Felice-led Ravens team. Browns get the kick. Strong. Pierre Strong out to the right side. And he stopped inside the 15. Deshaun Watson back to pass. Deshaun Watson all day. And he finds his outlet in Ford. And Ford, we were wondering about his fitness at the end of the first half there, but he is able to pull it down here again. And there's Ford. So Deshaun Watson, his average depth of target is almost negative, which is incomprehensible. But he finds the target there for the first down, 1st and 10. Watson on the rollout. Watson to Moore. He's got Moore, and Moore's gone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Elijah Moore ties this game, pinning the PAT, and Deshaun Watson, the threat of his legs, sucked up the secondary from the Ravens, and he's able to deliver over the top to Moore. On paper, this seemed like a complete blowout from the Ravens. But the truth is that during divisional games, weird things happen. We're so familiar with each other that there's a lot closer games than there should be, and sometimes a lot of upsets. And we're seeing that manifest itself here with the Browns. Now, because of the quality of the Ravens, I suspect they will pull away as the game goes on. But it's interesting to see how close this is being contested so far here early in the third quarter. Lamar Jackson pulls it down again, and he's got the first down. So Lamar Jackson on a couple of quarterback keepers is bringing the Ravens down the field. Now they hand off to Henry. Henry out to the outside. Henry sheds the defensive back. Henry for the touchdown. Derrick Henry, the big dog, scores from 27 yards out for the Ravens. And that puts the Ravens back in the lead here. And they lead by 6 points after Justin Tucker's made try. So we have a one-score game with about a minute left in the third quarter. Browns trailing again. First down, Jerome Ford up the middle. And Ford, again, looking like a little less spry than he normally is. I wonder if taking the punts and kicks is taking a toll on him. There's Jerry Jeudy. And Jeudy past the 45-yard line. Sean Watson back to pass. He's under pressure. And that falls incomplete as the third quarter ends and the fourth quarter begins. Watson luckily get that ball away. Now he, again, an incomplete pass. So they've dialed up 2 blitzes in a row, the Ravens have. Make it 3, and 3 incomplete passes from Deshaun Watson. Now on 4th and 10, they bring the house again. Watson gets it away. He's got Jerry Jeudy, the zero blitz. Jerry Jeudy over the middle, and he's inside the 20-yard line. Jerry Jeudy into the red zone for the Browns. Wow, Jerome Ford swallowed up there at the line of scrimmage. But really the play before on 4th down, the guts to go for it, then Deshaun Watson delivering. And speaking of which, Deshaun Watson finding Jerome Ford out of the backfield. Holy mackerel. Deshaun Watson with another touchdown pass tonight. And Jerome Ford running that route out of the backfield. Venture there, but the kick goes up and in. Jerome Ford, who found a soft spot on left side of the defense after Deshaun Watson tried to scramble to the right side, that pulled the defense in. He's able to lob it over for Ford for the tutty. So the Ravens now with the 1-point deficit. 3 minutes left in the game. They call it timeout. They go back to Henry. Henry, who gets the first down. The chain gang came out. They weren't sure, but Derrick Henry was able to muscle his way forward, and the spot is good for a first down. Now Jackson rolls out. Jackson's got Zay Flowers. Flowers wide open down the field, and he's inside the red zone. Zay Flowers was wide open. He did the deep post, and Lamar Jackson able to find him with a quick strike down the field. And there's Myles Garrett again for a sack on Lamar Jackson. They're still in field goal range. They just can't afford to make the big mistake here. And instead, it's a touchdown for the Ravens. Rashad Bateman. Bateman, who pulled a double move. Lamar Jackson, he saw pat the ball against his hand. He was waiting for that second move to come free. He lets it fly, and it's a touchdown for the Ravens. And now they lead by 6 points. Browns still have a chance here. Minute and a half in the game. They have to drive 81 yards for a winning touchdown. Deshaun Watson to Ford for 1 yard. Now Watson, and he's taken down in the backfield. Marlon Humphrey. For the sack. Watson from his own end zone. He finds Elijah Moore. Elijah Moore for the first down, and Moore, he's down to the 45-yard line. Browns use their last timeout. And he finds Jerry Jeudy. So they're at the 24-yard line, 22 seconds left, with a chance to go ahead. And they run to Ford. There's really only chance for one more play. Deshaun Watson back to pass. He looks down. And he overthrows the intended target. And that's how this game ends. So the Browns with Deshaun Watson had a chance to go tie and possibly win the game there at the very end. But instead, Deshaun Watson overthrows his intended target, and the Ravens survive this AFC North divisional matchup 21-27. So Kevin keeps pace with Stan and adds 6 points to his point differential. And when you look at that scorecard there, Deshaun Watson had a heck of a game. 73% completion percentage, the 300 yards. There was a lot of good stuff out of his game today. He also looked lethal when he tucked it down and ran it. So Jerry Jeudy had a monster game, 5 for 132. But of course, the balanced team first aspect of the Ravens overcame whatever the Browns were able to do offensively. The Ravens defense came up big. Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, they're all just such steady contributors that there's really difficult for them to lose games. They don't beat themselves. So Ravens 27, Browns 26, and we move on to Sunday Night Football. And welcome back to Tecmo Arena. This is Greg the Governor Davis coming to you live from Denver, Colorado. The Mile High City, as we see the Denver Broncos take on their divisional rival, Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs, of course, who are led by Tommy, Super Bowl winners in 3 of the last, 5 Super Bowls. 'Cause... And Patrick Mahomes, and it's incomplete. There's Patrick Mahomes from the gun. And he finds, he's looking for Hopkins, but Hopkins was well covered on that play and unable to make it happen. And so the Chiefs have to kick Matt Sexual Assault Meister Ariza on the punt there. And there's Denzel Mims on the return. 1st and 10. Bo Nix. Tucks, runs. No, he's looking for Cortland Sutton. He's got Cortland Sutton inside the 20, the 15, the outside the 10-yard line. So Bo Nix, who's had great mobility there at Oregon, looks like he's going to run, but then passes it to Cortland Sutton for a big gain, and they're inside the red zone. 2nd and 10. And he looks for Sutton. Ooh, and the toe tap routine just doesn't fly. It's a little too far outside. Nix back to pass. And Nix is taken down in the backfield by Chris Jones. Chris Jones, who famously wrecked Brock Purdy in the Super Bowl, does it again to Bo Nix here. And the kick is up and good. So Will Lutz, who for some reason played in New Orleans before this, he puts it up and in. And the Chiefs get another chance. Mahomes is tipped up. Oh, and it falls incomplete. Mahomes with a hand in his face, and he's unable to complete the play. Now Mahomes under pressure. He finds Travis Kelce. Kelce over the middle for the first down. You see that every game from Travis Kelce. He's just able to wiggle his way wide open, no matter how much attention is paid to him. And there he is again, right in the middle of the field. Travis Kelce, who he doesn't even really run routes. He just runs into empty spaces. It's really incredible to watch him work, and the synergy that he has with Mahomes is everything on every play, it seems like. Mahomes tucks and runs, and he's taken in the backfield by Cody Barton. Cody Barton with the sack. Mahomes, who played baseball collegiately in addition to football, very athletic. He doesn't scramble often, but when he does, it's typically effective. And this time, was unable to make a positive yardage. Isaiah Pacheco for the first down. And it's 3-0 going into the second quarter. Pacheco on the left sideline, and he falls down for a gain of 8. 2nd and 2. Mahomes back to pass. Mahomes pulls it down, makes man miss. Mahomes with the wheels, and it's a touchdown! Kansas City! And Patrick Mahomes, like we talked about earlier, he's such a great athlete, has a great football IQ, a feel for the game, and he knows when the coverage is man and there's no cornerbacks looking at him when they're back to him, he has that opportunity to run. The play action suck the linebackers down to the left side. He's able to exploit that to the right side, and because the two receivers were going to the back of the end zone, he is unseen by that defensive secondary and waltzes in for the touchdown. Amazing display of athleticism from Patrick Mahomes. And we go back now to the Broncos, who are driving down 7-3. Bo Nix showing off his wheels, and it's a gain of 4. Bo Nix back to pass. He's got all day. He looks for Sutton. He finds Sutton, and Sutton's in for the touchdown. So Bo Nix, who had all day in the pocket, looks ahead, leads his receiver, Cortland Sutton, It was a phenomenal catch, and he's able to run past the safety into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos, and they retake the lead 10-7. So Patrick Mahomes will take over at the 24-yard line. Drops back to pass. Pulls it down. Now he's rushing, and he picks up 5 on the broken play. Mahomes from the gun. Fires. And it's intercepted. Patrick Mahomes intercepted by Surtain. Patrick Surtain, one of the best cornerbacks in the league. And that is a huge turn of events here with 1:30 left in the second quarter. If the Broncos are able to pile on the points here, that could spell disaster for the second half. Nix pulled it down, and it looks like he was short. Yeah, he's short for the line to gain. So it'll be 1:15 remaining. The Broncos gifted the interception from Mahomes. They're up 3 with a chance to add more. And Nix finds the first down marker on the designed quarterback rollout. Now Nix hands off to Williams, and Williams stopped at the line. Actually, is driven back for a loss of 3. 44 seconds on a running clock. He looks for Sutton, and Sutton makes the amazing play. Cortland Sutton for the touchdown. We always talk about how hard these divisional matchups are, and you're seeing it here again. They're so familiar with one another that when Patrick Mahomes makes a mistake, the Broncos are able to capitalize on that. Now they lead by 10 with really not enough time on the clock for the Chiefs to do much. It's not like this is, the 2022 AFC Championship game or whatever. And the clock runs out, and that's your score at halftime, 17-7. The Broncos leading the Chiefs. The costly Patrick Mahomes interception, and Bo Nix, who's looked great both with his legs and through the air, 80% completion percentage. He's got 168 yards. It's really been best case scenario for the Broncos and worst case scenario for the Chiefs. However, still just a 2-possession game, and the Chiefs, you can never count them out. So we'll see what happens here in the second half. Butker to Mims. And it's first down and 10 from the 28. And here comes the blitz. And the ball's batted down at the line of scrimmage. Bo Nix able to get the ball away and avoid the sack, but not able to find anybody. Now they go to Javonte Williams on the right side. Williams past the 40 to the 45. And Williams is taken down after getting first down yardage. Javonte Williams, who suffered a gruesome leg injury last year. It's good to see him running well. Oh, terrible decision there by Bo Nix. He didn't see that there was a second receiver or second defenseman coming over and covering. Bo Nix on the rollout, and he gains a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd and 7. Nix back to pass. Finds Javonte Williams, and Javonte Williams makes a man miss. He's down inside the 35-yard line. So Javonte Williams out of the backfield as a safety valve for Nix, as the coverage downfield from the Chiefs was great. And Bo Nix now, he scrambles, and Bo Nix picks up 8 yards. Bo Nix, the Oregon Duck, who showed off tremendous skills there. Now he's showing off his arm, and it's a touchdown to Travis's favorite player of all time, Lil Jordan Humphrey. Lil Jordan, of course, probably named after Jordan, I would think. And he looked great the last time we saw the Broncos. And again, exploiting the Chiefs' defense as they rolled coverage over Cortland Sutton, who has burned them numerous times during this game. And that left Little Jordan wide open down the right side. So great chess matching from Coach Sean Payton there. Now the Chiefs with the first down. Give to Pacheco. Isaiah Pacheco off the right side, and he gets 6 on the play. Pacheco has been efficient with his carries so far. Mahomes, into coverage. Ooh, look at that one was intercepted. Now Mahomes looking for Kelsey, and it's a little too far out of Kelsey's reach. So that'll force Andy Reid to punt in here. Raising Mims. Cutting back across the field. And he's giving them field position just outside the 40. And Walton comes through with the sack. Bo Nix couldn't really get a handle on the ball, had to fall on it, and he's fallen upon by Wharton. And that time, just an all-out blitz from Steve Spagnuolo on the Chiefs side, and that was really, Bo Nix had no chance. Spagnuolo, known for signing great offensive mind. That's the fumble recovered by the Chiefs. And he could be doing it again here. Really confusing Bo Nix on that last play. And there's Pacheco, who doesn't quite get first down yardage. He's 2nd and 1. The toss to Pacheco. He makes a man miss, and he's got about an 8-yard gain. Isaiah Pacheco with the first down. And Mahomes finds Gray, the second tight end, Gray, and he's got a first down. Andy Reid comes up with so many different ways to get folks involved. No Gray, no exception. And there's tight end 1, Travis Kelce. Of course, for a first down. Mahomes pulls it down, and he's taken down in the backfield by Barton. That's Cody Barton's 2nd sack of the day. Mahomes doesn't take a lot of sacks. It's surprising to see that here. And it's picked off. Mahomes picked off in the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chiefs were driving. They had all the momentum in the world, all the confidence, all the swagger. Mahomes was dealing, and he makes a brutal mistake there at the goal line, and the interception is able to be taken out for a touchback. Incredible turn of events. Oh, and Bo Nix is intercepted. Looking for a little Jordan Humphrey, and he's picked off by the Chiefs. Mahomes back in business. Mahomes finds DeAndre Hopkins. Oh, it falls incomplete. 2 minutes here left in the 4th quarter. 3 possessions game. And the Chiefs get a first down. They call their first timeout. 2 minutes remaining in the game. It's a direct snap to Isaiah Pacheco. And Pacheco ahead for 3 yards. When you know you have to get the touchdown, I'm surprised they didn't put it in Patrick Mahomes' hands. This time they do, and he's sacked by McMillan. Minute and a half left. Mahomes back to pass, and he's lucky that pass wasn't intercepted. It looked like the defensive back ran the receiver's route for him. They do the direct snap to Pacheco again. Almost like a wildcat. Pacheco in for the touchdown. But it could be too little, too late. And Bo Nix back to pass, up 10, and the pass is blocked. Incomplete. That'll bring up Bo Nix handing off to Javonte Williams. Javonte Williams, who has been a steady force for this Broncos team. And he doesn't quite get the first down. This is a long field goal. I'm kind of surprised he's going for it. And it's up and in. So Will Lutz showing off the leg here in Denver. Oh, they're in Denver. Of course they're trying wonder kicks. So it ends up being a 13-point win for the Denver Broncos over the Kansas City reigning Super Bowl champion Chiefs. And that drops Tommy to a 5-5 record, which, again, still about a game or so out, 2 games out from the hunt. Like, this is really anybody's ballgame here. Richie and company coming back from the back. There's a lot of optimism around every team here, from 9-1 to 4-6. There's really not a lot separating these teams from one another, and I think that it's really anybody's game here. It's only week 11. There's a lot of permutations that can happen between now and the end of the season. So we'll take a quick commercial break here before we bring you the final Monday Night Football game of the evening. So we'll be right back. And welcome back, sports fans, to the final game on this weekend slate, Week 11 of the Players Club Tecmo Super Bowl tournament to determine who picks in which draft slot. And we're coming to you live from Philadelphia as the Detroit Lions come to town. The Lions sporting a 6-3 record under owner Jacob Amaya. The Philadelphia Eagles mirroring that record with a 6-3. Of course, the Eagles are terrible. But Jake's Detroit Lions have looked great so far. They have a balanced attack with Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery on the ground, and then Jared Goff picking where he wants to throw the ball, from Amon-Ra St. Brown to Sam Laporta. He's got a plethora of weapons to choose from. And of course, Gibbs is an exceptional receiving target out of the backfield. And they're juxtaposed against the Philadelphia Eagles, who are helmed by Jalen Hurts. And they have two big ticket receivers in A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. Not to mention one of the best running backs in the game in Saquon Barkley. So we'll see how Jalen Hurts chooses to distribute the ball tonight. Of course, Dallas Goedert, one of the better receiving tight ends in the league, is also on the roster. So really a clash of two terrific offenses. Both of these teams were slated to win their division, make the playoffs this year, and we'll see how they stack up in this Week 11 matchup in Tecmo Super Bowl, your final game of the week, Monday night Tecmo football. And we'll see what happens. And we come to you from Philadelphia, the Lions choosing to return after they win the coin toss. Here at the Lincoln Financial Field, the Link. The Browns fumble, and it's recovered by the Eagles. Zach Vaughn, and he takes it down inside the 5-yard line. What a disastrous start to this game for the Detroit Lions. And it's first down, and they go to Saquon Barkley to the left side, and it's a touchdown! Fly, Eagles, fly! Saquon Barkley putting the Eagles up 6-0, and most of the fans haven't even gotten in and taken their seats yet. So off the opening kickoff, there was a fumble. Eagles recover. Zach Vaughn, who has been a revelation for this Eagles defense as a linebacker. He leads the team in tackles. He's a leader on the field. Zach Vaughn coming up with the scoop and getting near the goal line where Saquon's able to punch it in. And there's Josh Sweat on the sack. So a rough start here, but Jameson Williams, the speedster, and Jameson Williams inside 30, he fumbles. Oh my word, it's recovered by the Eagles again. Darius Slay, the defensive back, and that's back-to-back fumbles on the, well, they didn't really have the possession last time, but two fumbles so far here in the quarter, and Jalen Hurts looking for A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown shows off the athleticism. He goes up, climbs ladder, he's in for the touchdown! And the Eagles fly. They're up 2 scores now here early in the first quarter of this game. Only a minute and a half has expired off the clock, and due to two unfortunate turnovers from the Detroit Lions, the Eagles have been able to score 14 points off of those turnovers. So we expected to be a game full of fireworks from the competitive offenses, as indeed had fireworks from one offense. And there's Amon Ross St. Brown. Amon Ross St. Brown makes the man miss. It's St. Brown inside the 20. And that's Amon Ross St. Brown from Jared Goff. And like we talked about, there's going to be some explosiveness in these offenses today. Ooh, and that pass falls incomplete. We'll see what the Lions try to dial up here. Jared Goff back to pass. And he's got Jahmyr Gibbs. And Gibbs taken down for a loss. 3rd and 18. And they go to David Montgomery, who takes him back inside the 20-yard line. And Montgomery gives way to the kicking unit. Field goes up looking good. And that cuts the deficit to 11. So the Eagles now, who looking for a spark in the special teams, put A.J. Brown on the kickoff returns. He gets out past the 21-yard line. Now Jalen Hurts drops back to pass. He looks for A.J. Brown. Oh, and he just overthrows A.J. Brown on that left sideline. Hurts had him wide open, and really, the criticism of him coming out was his accuracy. I think that was displayed. There it is. He's picked off. Wow, the one thing you can't afford to do against this explosive Lions offense is turn the ball over. And Jalen Hurts throws a careless play towards A.J. Brown, and it's intercepted. And that is a really stunning turn of events here in the second quarter. First down and 10 for Goff. Goff to Gibbs. And Gibbs is taken down after a minimal gain. Now Gibbs up the middle. It's curious. Usually up the middle you think about David Montgomery, but they run Gibbs there again, and Gibbs is taken down for a loss. So 4th down upcoming, and they opt for the field goal, and it's up and good. So Jake Bates with the only points for the Eagles so far. And now it's an 8-point game. A.J. Brown again returning the kick. Oh, he's taken down inside the 10. So the Eagles start their drive about 90 yards from the end zone. Hurts all day. He layers it down the field, and it's caught. Jahan Dotson, the cast off from the Redskins, makes a spectacular play. Jalen Hurts could have been in trouble there, but Jahan Dotson uses his massive vertical and able to come down with the play. And now Goddard, and it's a touchdown! Jalen Hurts to Dallas Goddard, and they pick up right where they left off. Now it's a 21-6 lead. Dallas Goddard with the contested catch in the end zone, and he really laid out for that ball. That was a phenomenal piece of athleticism there. Jalen Hurts putting it where only his receiver could catch it, and Goddard making the most of that opportunity. Jared Goff finds Amon Ross St. Brown. St. Brown past the 45-yard line, and he's got the first down. First and 10 for Goff. And Montgomery runs right by Josh Sweat, and Montgomery gets the first down. So we're seeing a real game of adjustments here from the coaching staff. And Goff tucks it, runs it. Goff makes a man miss. Goff, he's got the first down. Not known for his mobility, Jared Goff, nonetheless, making the most of that there and getting the touchdown, or the first down. Oh, and there's an incomplete pass. Josh Sweat bearing down on Goff. And now they try the long field goal. It's up, and it's good. So Bates again with the field goal. He's got all 9 of Detroit's points so far. And as this half comes to an end, A.J. Brown takes the ball out of the end zone. 21-9, Eagles over the Lions in a game which has huge playoff implications. The Eagles sitting at 6-3, the Lions sitting at 6-3, and with most teams around them winning, this could put each team in a perilous position if they were to lose. I don't know what it says there under runs. There's not a player named, so I'm guessing Saquon Barkley, I don't know, missed the game or is in the hospital or something, because he should probably have a run. Other than that, why is Jahan Dotson the leading receiver for the Eagles? That's kind of dumb. Somehow they lead 21-9. So here we go. Eagles, Lions, this game, which has massive playoff implications. And A.J. Brown tussling around the 15-yard line. It's taken down. 1st and 10, Hurst from the gun. Hurst back to pass. And he finds Barkley. Saquon Barkley, who fights his way forward for about a 12-yard gain. So that's how the Eagles start this third quarter. The Eagles finally get a running statistic on the board. That's kind of cool. And they go back to Barkley. Barkley traverses the field, crosses midfield. Barkley breaks tackle. He's inside the 35-yard line. Saquon Barkley, one of the best running backs in the entire league, and he finds a way to evade the coverage and get a first down. Dallas Goedert, now Goddard, who already has a touchdown, and he stopped just short of the goal line. Dallas Goedert. Hurts, back pass. Hurts takes it himself, and it's a touchdown. Oh. Fly, Eagles, fly. Jalen Hurts, who was having not a great game from the ground, but he's been dominating through the air. And this time, he sees a lane, he tucks it himself, he says, I don't care about the tush-push, I'm just going to tuck and run it, and he's in for the touchdown. 28-9, the Eagles lead the offensively inept Detroit Lions. Jared Goff back to pass. And Goff's pass falls incomplete. Second down. Goff all day in the pocket. And, the pass is blocked. He was looking for Samuel Laporta, but the Eagles defense able to respond and react. Oh, now Goff's in trouble. And he's sacked by Zach Bond. Remember, Zach Bond is the one who caused the fumble and recovered it on the opening kickoff against these Eagles. So he is having a heck of a day. A.J. Brown off to the right side, sheds the tackle, and with just under a minute here in the third quarter, the Eagles go to Barkley. Barkley got some space on the left side. Barkley near the first down. Oh, and he is in for the first down yardage. Hurts from the gun. Hurts finds A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown, as he cuts back towards the middle of the field, is taken down for a 14-yard gain. From the 30, they go to Barkley. Barkley off left tackle, and he's got the first down. As the fourth quarter begins, it's a 28-9 scoreline. Hurts back to pass. Fires. He finds Dallas Goedert, and it's Goedert. Ooh, gets the first down. I think they should review this one. I thought he was in. And it's upheld. And it's a touchdown! Eagles! A.J. Brown from Jalen Hurts. And it was surprising that Dallas Goedert didn't get his third touchdown of the game today. But Jalen Hurts from the one, instead of doing their vaunted tush push, they drop back. He finds A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown makes an incredible